Baseball is back in business, and it's an exciting time for Twins fans. We're talking Twins on this special show. The team president sits down one-on-one. We'll take you inside the radio home of your Minnesota Twins with the legendary BT. Many fans have never gone here into the bowels of Target Field with some extremely collectible stuff. We'll show that off. And great ballpark food. It's all ahead. It's time to get your game on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2013 Minnesota Twins.
This is Game On, powered by Kieran. It's great to have you with us. Rod Simons, Game On TV, and the season is here. It's upon us, and after 6 division titles in 8 seasons, so much has been made of those recent struggles, the back-to-back 90-loss seasons by the Minnesota Twins. But the bottom line is this: spring training is over, the season marathon is upon us, the Twins are out to change things, and it starts at the top.
There's nothing quite like the anticipation of opening day, and clearly I think that's magnified when you're coming off of the types of seasons that we've dealt with the last 2 years. There's a lot of high hopes that this will be a year where we can turn the corner and really go a long ways towards restoring that winning tradition. And to that end, we're really excited to be off and running again and playing baseball here in Minnesota.
It is a marathon, isn't it?
In every sense of the word. You know, a baseball season is a beautiful thing. It also is a very long process. And consider this year when we reported to Fort Myers on February the 12th, spring training an extra week long due to the WBC. When you start playing baseball here in early April and realize you have 162 games to go, fans, I think, often rush to judgment, want to try to break it down over a single game or a single week, but it's really how you perform over the long haul. And that's the reality of it. That's the perspective that those of us that have been in the game a while understand, and sometimes it's difficult to communicate that or be effective articulating that to the public.
During the 2000s, when there were all the division championships in a short amount of time, the success was a lot of fun. I can imagine the last 2 years, particularly for yourself, has been very difficult.
Yeah, you know, make no mistake, there's a lot of people that have had it worse than us. You know, we're still working in baseball and playing a game, and it's special to be in the Twins organization. But it's been disappointing. We have an expectation internally, much like fans have an expectation externally, that we win baseball games and that we're not only competitive, but that we're contending for not only division titles, but ultimately world championships. So when you struggle on the field and you fail to meet expectations, yeah, those are difficult days, and therefore I think it again really has given all of us in the organization a strong sense of urgency relative to what 2013 can mean in really turning the corner again and getting back to the type of baseball that our fans have been accustomed to, which is playing sound fundamental ball and ultimately winning a lot of baseball games.
You have to like what you're seeing from number 33.
Yeah, Justin Morneau has really come to camp in not only sound physically, but I think sound mentally. This is a big year for him. It's a contract year. I know that Justin ultimately wants to remain a Twin. He wants to win in Minnesota. And it's just so nice to see a smile on his face. And I expect big things out of Justin Morneau in the coming months.
Joe Mauer, talk about, we all know how important he is to the organization, but married man, kids on the way, what a life change.
Well, he's the consummate professional.
Yeah.
This is a guy that certainly now is an established veteran player and certainly one of the better hitting catchers this game has ever seen. Right. Again, he's motivated by the right things, which is being a good teammate and winning baseball games. I can tell you the last 2 years stick in his craw as well. He wants to get back into a position where we're ultimately competing and contending. And you know, I think Joe Mauer you know, sometimes gets a bad rap for not being a good leader, but I think he can be a very effective leader, just in his own way. It's going to be quiet, it's going to be behind the scenes. It isn't going to be front and center in the rah-rah speech. That's not his style.
I'm sure that one of the things that is very, very important for you is not just on the field, but is the experience something that people are never going to forget? Would you agree with that?
Well, we spend a tremendous amount of time focused on trying to put the best possible baseball team we can on the field. What some people may not realize is we spend just as much time focused on the experience of coming to a ball game. And certainly Target Field in and of itself, the environment that it's created here is very special. I'm not sure I'd trade it for another one in Major League Baseball. But beyond that, the food and beverage, the level of customer service, the audio-visual, the technology, all of those things in my mind can really add up to a very special day at the ballpark. And certainly it's one that I think our fans are now proud of. I think they take great ownership in it. Yeah. And it's just one of those reasons I'm so optimistic about the future of Twins baseball.
We'd love for you to tune into the Twins this season on their new home, 96.3 KTWIN FM. Minnesota favorite Jason Nagel joins me for the Post show after each and every Twins broadcast. So get updates at ktwin.com. Also at GameOnTVMN.com. It's radio for us. Post with Game On Flair, only at 96.3 KTWIN FM.
KTWIN tunes ahead from Emily Sandé. We'll also hear from the Romantics. An incredible weekend of wine, food, and song. KTWIN's Live in the Vineyards coming your way again. I'll bring you details shortly. Here's music from In Excess. 96.3 KTWIN. It's radio for us.
Hey guys, I'm Andre Kirilenko.
Chris, good to meet you.
I'm Justin. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice
so what's up?
I'm a huge fan. I have almost the whole team as autographed, and you're one of the few guys that I don't have. What do I have to do to get it?
Hey chica, hablas mi lengua. Come here and do your thing, man.
Shake it, baby. You can just have it. 3-1.
Thanks.
Everybody knows who the realest in the village.
They don't agree on much, these two, but they do love KTWIN, these two.
Hey, Gardy, you know the Twins are on our favorite radio station?
Yeah, we're excited to be on FM.
Will you start a radio? Make it out to Keith and Kevin? Kevin and Keith. Keith and Kevin's fine. Kevin, then Keith. How about combine it? Kethevin?
How would you spell that?
Keitheiketeven.
Put me in cold. I'm ready to play.
Meat Sauce here from KFAN. My weekly trivia question, courtesy of Bar Abilene, is: was Bud Grant the first coach of the Minnesota Vikings? We'll get to the answer at the end of Game On.
Welcome back to Game On TV. Since the end of last season, lots of change has been in the air for the Minnesota Twins on and off the field. In fact, it's change you can actually hear crystal clear.
You know what? We'll do all right, though. We've had these times when you get this kind of snowfall thing going on. The heated coils in the field make baseball happen. You get the
what we're trying to create here at KTWIN is the same sense of all the different facets of community that can make for a great radio station or a great media outlet. Frankly, whether you're talking a television station, newspaper, magazine, or radio station, you can bring in all these cool divergent components but make them one organic whole, and that's what we're working on here. And I really felt right out of the chute, yeah, this can be a full circle. It's going to take some effort and work because it's a unique, dynamic, not before done project in this regard, but it's something that can be done. It's really fun.
People that listen to you know that you know all the music. Do they know what kind of a baseball fan you are?
Well, I don't know about all of the music. I mean, I really try to come to the music and that aspect of my personal and professional life the same way that I do with baseball. I want to come into this, and I can say this to Twins fans that are now listeners to KTWIN or will be listeners to KTWIN, I want to come into this as though I'm one of you. Yeah. I don't want to sound too very geeky about, on the music side, who's the drummer that played on the third track on their third album? You know, that sort of, I mean, I know that people get into that, and that's fine, and there's some value to that, but I want to come into it more as a fan. And the same thing holds true with the ball club and the players they're in. I want to make sure that I'm coming at it less on the stat side, less on the nuts and bolts side, and I think a little more on the human side. Who are these people, and you know, what are their lives about?
How big of a baseball fan are you?
I'm a huge baseball fan, and I really should clarify this. I'm a big baseball fan, but I'm a huge Twins fan. So I like the game. I love that it's a pastime. I love that that's what it's called too. It's the national pastime. When we go to the ballpark, I'll often bring my iPad or a book to while away some time between, between innings or between plays. My wife will bring her knitting. I mean, because it's a pastime. You can enjoy a sport and just time spent together in this sporting environment all at the same time. That's pretty cool. You don't find that often.
No, indeed. And when you look at what you do, kid in a candy store still?
Oh, absolutely.
Being in here?
Absolutely, yeah. My biggest goal when I moved from one great brand many years at Cities 97 to this radio station,
right.
I was happy that I moved from one wonderful local team with the Cities crew to another great local team. But the big difference is local ownership of this radio property and what we're doing in the community makes all the difference in the world. It really does. The sense of community that comes from the fact that the owners live and work in this town, not some disjointed corporate headquarters 1,000 miles away. They're right here. So it has some meaning to them. It has some bearing to them. Aside from the ball club, the fact that the two of them are linked together. Aside from that, just the radio station alone, that says a lot.
BT in the house.
In his house. Thanks, Rod.
You can get your game on anytime. Download our official app for iPhones and Android too. Full shows, sponsor links, great inside information, and tons of photos. We link you to our show website. It's packed with good stuff. And please check out our partner site, the best Viking fan site around it, purplepride.org. So bookmark us at GameOnTVMN.com.
This is the vault of the bank.
Oh my goodness.
All of these cabinets that you see here is the history of the Twins.
That's why I can't go back to Cleveland ever again.
Hey, you actually looking like your profile picture.
Do you not having a mustache?
Well, I do kind of have a mustache.
But it's a beard.
Right, to you not having a mustache.
Those are my friends over there in case this was a total train wreck.
Yeah, actually, those are my friends hitting on your friends. Here we go.
Yeah.
Keep the good times going with the crisp, refreshing taste of Bud Light. Here we go.
You gotta hold okay. You gotta
shooter out high, loads up, fire scores! Got a hold on my sleeve, I can't leave. They murdered the original me and I can't grieve. So this is who I think anyone's gonna catch him right in. Shoots and scores with the corkscrew shot. Get my mama crib in the burbs and know it in the mean and all of the in between. Shoots and scores! The swerve went in overtime. Gotta hold me. Gotta hold me.
Welcome back to Game On. So much of what we see of the Twins is here and on the field, but for years, very quietly, the team's rich history has been collected, it's been stored, it's been preserved, so fans years down the road can see it, can actually touch it. It has been one man's mission. While memories are being made on the field, in the Target Field basement, memories are being preserved. Do you ever consider this place your home away from home?
Oh, it is. I don't consider it. When people say, do you work there? I said, no, I live there.
Yeah. Clyde Doepner is no ordinary employee. For 24 years, Clyde has made capturing Twins moments his life.
All of these cabinets that you see here is the history of the Twins.
Wow.
If you played one inning, you have a file. So obviously Kirby Puckett has a lot of space.
Rod
Carew has a lot of space. And then you get somebody that might have only been here a real short time and they have a picture or two.
What do we have here?
This is Harmon's file. So Harmon's
and
file is this thing.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Wow.
This is the vault of the bank.
Oh my goodness. The vault is a treasure trove where all the goodies are stored.
Less than 2 groups have been in here. In other words, you'd be the 3rd group that has ever been in here, and you're a group of 4.
Who has a key to this room?
I do.
Who else?
Joe Polad could come in here if he wanted to, and people like that. Things come in all the time. I mean, this is the stuff that just blows me away. Fan gave us this. It was at a garage sale. $5 he bought it for. This is the screen printing that made the first Homer hanky. And it's still got the red ink from when they'd have to squeegee it over and print through coming out the back. It's amazing. Well, this is going to be a major display coming up. You know, you do things like that. You could go back and say, where's Molitor, where's Torrey Hunter, where's Ken Turbick's earliest stuff? All of those players are here. And so they're all listed. I mean, Puckett, you know, we've got 38 Puckett jerseys. The more the word gets out that the Twins have a curator, the more stuff we get. Yeah, look at this. This we just bought. This is a banner from '65. And
bunting. It's kind of like a bunting banner.
Yep, this was from the World Series, and there's very few of these around. And this one's this is mint shape. This is white, and it hasn't crackled. And somebody stepped up and wanted us to have this, and we made it happen.
Eventually, all these memories make their way here, so fans can see them up close and personally, so their memories are rekindled.
You got to get one picture. One picture is my favorite picture down here. It isn't that far away. This might be my favorite non-Killebrew picture because it's Kirby Puckett when he weighed 183 pounds.
Clyde's calling is simple. This is a labor of love.
It's not about, is it mine on display, is it the Twins on display? It's about who gets to see it. That's the whole idea.
So with all this memorabilia, does Clyde have his favorites? Oh yeah.
Okay, now we get in sacred country. No, this is the best gig in the world. I always, you know, one thing, how you doing tonight? Good.
And the beautiful thing about Clyde Doepner, you can actually meet and talk to him about the Twins' history. Call the Twins front office and ask for Clyde. He'll take it from there. True story. Time again for the Kazi calendar. The Wolves get Utah on April 15th. Calgary visits the Wild. The Twins get the Los Angeles Angels the 15th through the 17th, and the Vikings with the NFL Draft. The Swarm with Colorado. The Lynx will open against Connecticut. Gopher baseball April 19th and 21st against Michigan State at New Siebert Field, and the St. Paul Saints busy on May 9th. The PGA at the RBC in Hilton Head, Champions Tour in Duluth, the NASCAR in Texas, and Gopher football later this summer. Check out our podcast with Rod Webby and the A-Train. Get the latest Game On information and drop us a note. We'd love to hear from you at GameOnTVMN.com. And that's your Kazi calendar. Stay up with the Wolves and the NBA with my weekly blog at SimonsSaysAtTimberwolves.com, keeping you connected with all things inside your basketball team and right at your fingertips. Drop me a note at rod@GameOnTVMN.com and look for a new Simon Says blog every Thursday at Timberwolves.com.
It's the bread and butter of our business. It's the majority of our clientele. We really do build up for the crowd coming down.
Hi, I'm Christian Ponder with the Minnesota Vikings. I know how important it is to fuel up so that I can be successful on and off the field. As a partner with the Taste of the NFL and the NFL's Play 60 programs, I am proud to encourage all of my fellow NFL players to do our part to make sure kids get the nutrition they need to learn and play at their best. Go to tasteofthenfl.com and NFL.com to find out how you can help. Welcome to the team.
Is there anything that helps you see the court better or rack up so many assists?
You know who you're playing with. You know, if he can jump, if he likes going left, he likes going right.
No looks in between to know when to throw an alley-oop or?
No, it's just practice.
Ball handling skills, passing.
It's just practice a lot, you know.
Anything else?
I can read minds.
I won't tell anyone.
I know.
So everybody at the Twins, from players, the staff, all those guys, excited beyond words to get it right after 290 lost seasons. Do you guys, being so close, get excited for the start of the season?
We do. It's the bread and butter of our business. It's the majority of our clientele. We really do build up for the crowd coming down.
You can't find a better location than right here, right next to Target Center. You're steps away from Target Field, and the proximity makes it a perfect stop-off point.
That's the reason why we chose the location when it came up for sale. It was right on the bid. We didn't want to be anywhere else.
Do you find that, you said that it's your bread and butter, are you busy every single game?
Yes.
to the point where people can still get in, and if they need food to take with them, you encourage them, call ahead, drop us a note, do whatever.
Exactly. Like you said, we do full to-go menu.
Right.
If you feel like the crowd isn't your cup of tea, come down, grab your food to go grab a seat next door and one of the open seats next to Starbucks and have your lunch.
You know, Chef James was just giving me a little bit of a taste of some of the spin off of regular ballpark food. That dog and just some of the food that you can kick out is amazing. What are your favorite ballpark foods before you get to the ballpark?
We do a house-made corn dog, sweet pepper batter. We do the bacon wrap sausages, with the maple glaze, the curried wings. We're gonna move to a sriracha wing this summer. So we kind of take ballpark food and take it up a notch.
Are you a baseball fan too? Because a lot of people wonder. All you do is spend time in the kitchen. You're a big ball
Yeah, I get to sneak out for games.
Have you always been? You're a Minnesota kid, so
I am born and raised here. Yes.
What's your favorite baseball memories since all we're talking about is baseball?
Honestly,
yeah,
the World Series runs.
Yeah.
87, 91.
You were a little tad then.
I was young.
Yeah.
The Homer Hankies and Wheaties boxes, I still have them all.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do.
Did you have this when you were the little guy?
No.
No, that came in later?
Yeah, I was big.
Yeah.
Big boy when I had that.
I would imagine that after the 290 loss seasons, just like the Twins, just like many of us fans, you guys want kind of a turnaround this year. Have you been paying attention?
Yeah, we have. You know, we'd like to see the bullpen get some talent in there, and I mean that's really where the team's been lacking for so long. You know, we need the pitchers.
So all in all, as you plan your trip to the ballpark, make Kieran's a stop.
Please do.
Nice.
I hope you do.
Oh, they better. Chef James in the house, the executive chef from Kieran's, only here on GameON. Hey, we'd love to have you join us for a live GameON taping April 16th, Cooper Irish Pub in St. Louis Park at 6 o'clock. Meet former Gopher quarterback Marquise Gray, KTWIN's writer. We'll talk Vikings and autographs, ticket giveaway, and so much more. Keep your game on. Check out our Facebook. Join us on Twitter. All our updates at GameOnTVMN.com.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I don't know who he is, or where he is, but he's coming.
The world's not so simple anymore. I guess it never was. We ignored it. Now we can't.
You Jackie Robinson?
I father, I Brooklyn Dodger them. I jack, I rob, I sin. Oh man, I'm Jackie Robinson. Except when I run base, I dodge the pen.
You want a player who doesn't have the guts to fight back?
No, I want a player who's got the guts not to fight back.
You give me a uniform, you give me a number on my back, and I'll give you the guts.
It's meat sauce, if you've forgotten, but you can't forget this face. Here's the trivia answer. The question was Bud Grant the first coach of the Minnesota Vikings? The answer? No. It was Norm Van Brocklin. Bud Grant was hired in '67 after coaching Winnipeg in the CFL. See you Tuesday night at Bar Abilene, 8 to 10 for trivia, and next week on Game On.
Welcome back. This is Game On, powered by Kieran's, your big stop before every single Twins game. Time now for the Game On update. A new baseball movie's out, 42, looking back at the Jackie Robinson story. Our Game On correspondent Jane Hurt will have a complete wrap-up from Hollywood, only here on Game On. We're now 3 months from our special day, Golf with a Purpose. It's the Rod Simons Golf for the Gift of Adoption Celebrity Fundraiser. We go on June 27th at Troy Byrne Golf Club in Hudson, raising money to help couples start forever families through adoption. And the money raised is given out in grants through the nonprofit Gift of Adoption Fund. It helps close that financial finish line. Please check us out, golfforthegift.com, and we'd love to see you June 27th in Hudson. With football back and in focus and the purple making a big splash, let's help one of the Viking greats. We started a Facebook page to raise awareness and hopefully help nudge Jim Marshall into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's just flat out time. Get to Facebook, search Jim Marshall Hall of Fame campaign. Together, we'll get it done. And that's your Game On update. I love being in the store. I could spend every single time I'm here. Hopefully we won't need these much longer. That's it for us. Don't forget, get all our updates at GameOnTVMN.com. We leave you now with the sights and sounds of what has been a great opening week from the lens and the eyes of 2-7 Productions. So until we see you again, thank you for being with us. Make it a great week and keep your game on. Go Twins.